No, this is not a National Geographic video. This is episode 18 of We the Unhoused. In this episode, we're going to talk about how this natural environment where our geese and the wild stock is living alongside the unhoused community in Echo Park. Has anyone came out to you to explain to you what the COVID-19 is?
Well, I am capable of doing my own research, and I have done so. So I am familiar with the whole virus and what it's all about, and the strand, and it being a new one, and 10 times or 30 times worse than the actual flu. And I'm familiar with it, and it started in China, etc., etc.
Oh, okay. So here's the thing too, because I'm looking at your encampments. You guys already, before the coronavirus hit, guys were already doing social distancing. Because when they always talking about when people, just let's take coronavirus out of the conversation. For example, for Americans does not eat healthy as we should. Pollution has been improved due to the shelter in place. Most importantly, they also say that a healthy diet really offsets a lot of illnesses. So you're saying that if we have maintained this kind of healthy regimen, that maybe this can be able to curtail people susceptible to a coronavirus?
Remember now, mind, body, and soul, not just the body. You need that, the all is mind, mentalism, the first hermetic principle, Okay. So keep a healthy perspective. And that is a major part of it, because what you think and feel, you attract, right? Thoughts become things, So, of course, everything will work in order with each other.
Wow.
First of all, I'm not quite sure what this whole conspiracy theory is. It's another ailment. People out don't even have any sort of understanding about. This is the simplest condition, even before, let's say, the West Nile. I mean, this has been a contagious epidemic, not just this, but the thing that how it spreads, and watch how the corporations make more money off of the people going down. The homeless aren't hopeless, and they're not stupid. But it's going to be a really difficult thing for the homeless to stick together and try to stop the surge of nonsense. You try to tell me this isn't like even the Nazis put concentration camps. You try to put us in a concentration camp, you are imprisoning us from us having our human rights and our ability to be.
29 police officers in Los Angeles have the coronavirus, and people are calling them, like for example, they called them for me today, and they are carriers. They may not have the open symptoms, but they're going to unhoused encampments. People are calling and maybe unwittingly infecting them.
It's like this world is in really big trouble because it's become its own virus.
Well said. Is there anything else would you like to tell other unhoused people if they're telling you or forcing you to go to shelters? Would you be okay if they said, listen, we get that you want to self-quarantine yourself, but let us offer you a hotel where you can have a bathroom, a shower, and you can keep all of your things. Would you take it?
Absolutely. Yeah. But the way they're trying to bundle everyone in is actually creating more of the problem. It's almost like a weird Twilight Zone where in the neighborhood a bomb's coming and the one guy has a bomb shelter, so everyone goes over to the bomb shelter and then he starts turning everyone away.
Yeah.
Going, no, this is ours, and they're open up. They want to bash it, and then they find out it was a false alarm.
Yeah.
Then you find out people's true colors.
Well said. We've just earlier seen the true colors of the city's political compassion when it just for me.
Really?
Oh yes, they laid it on thick a lot. But there is two narratives that we are talking about. Stay tuned for more. This is Theo Henderson for We the Unhoused, dealing with week 2, day 3 of shelter in place directed by Mayor Eric Garcetti and how it affects the unhoused community. Thank you all for listening, and may we again meet in the light of understanding. Good afternoon. This is Theo Henderson from We the Unhoused. I'm here in a beautiful day, which is like the sun is out, the pollution is down, and people here at the community in Echo Park is like just hanging out and enjoying each other's company. So I'm here to asking questions about the coronavirus and what their thoughts on it is. So I'm going to start off. They're going to introduce themselves and tell me what their thoughts on. So the first question is, has anybody came to you speaking to you about the coronavirus?
Hey, what's up? My name is Devon Brown. Nobody at all has come to Echo Park to speak to us about coronavirus or even helping us during this time. It's the 6 feet apart. You know, they say 6 feet apart, but I feel like they really want us 6 feet under. You know, if you do the numerology of the word corona, you get 666, and that's the mark of the beast. You know, we live in the time of revelations. So that's my thoughts on it. That's just a devil, you know, warfare tactic to separate the people, as they did with borders, color, and race. So this is just another one like anthrax, mad cow disease, and or every other disease known to man that was a hoax, because they kill every doctor that heals these diseases.
My name is Dylan Terrell, and I don't know what to think about it. At first I thought it was fake, and I mean I still think it's fake, but I don't understand why they would go on so deeply with it for this far when they know so many people live week to week and they got children, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't make sense.
Hi, my name's Tim Wong. I don't know much about the coronavirus other than what I've seen and heard. My take on it is, if it's for a hoax, for togetherness, just be it that. Just come out and say it as that. That's what I think it is. Just to bring a togetherness and a different kind of awareness.
Hi, my name's Trenton Willie, and I think it does exist, but I think it's being overhyped. But it is definitely better for the planet as a whole. It's shitty for humans, but it's better for the planet, like, overall.
My name is Jordan Tedder, and what do I think about the coronavirus is, I think it's just another man-made whatever it is, but I don't know. As long as you stay healthy and keep your hands clean, that's all that matters.
One of the next questions I have is, what precautions that you think is necessary, or are you taking any precautions against the coronavirus?
Nah, I'm not taking no precautions against no false virus made in the lab. You know, it's to capture your consciousness and fear to control you. Then to bring in the martial law. They got military helicopters and tanks in LA. You know, they trying to carry on their agendas of the New World Order. So I'm just, you know, surrendering to the Holy Ghost and letting that lead.
Yeah, I'm not really taking any precautions. I don't feel like it's gonna affect me, and I'm not really traveling around. I'm staying in my spot, so I think that's all that needs to happen.
Pretty much the same here. Just trying to be respectful though, out of whatever they're trying to take precautions for. That's it.
I just probably wash my hands a little more often than usual. That's about it.
I wash my hands, and you know, I'm glad that a lot of people are aware of this. You know, once again, I don't take too many precautions, knowing that the virus is just really become a big excuse for you know, the government to fulfill its agenda, and you know, people are getting sick and tired of it. So
Me, I don't really take too much precaution for this coronavirus. I just keep my hands clean and stay away from germs.
What do you think about the mayor is trying to make 42 shelters for unhoused people to go into it? Would you go in the shelter, or would you like to be in a motel? Which one?
I think the mayor does not have the capacity, the emotional capacity to be in the place that he's in. Because if he wants to put more people to die, you put them in a shelter. You want how many? You go to the shelter down the block. It's 5 showers close together. We could see the other man in between. Yep. We would have caught the fucking virus already if it was real. So mayor, you.
I would never go to a shelter. You couldn't pay me to go to a shelter, and I would definitely take a motel room. Feel like that would be fair.
Definitely motel. Also, I feel like it's affecting rich people more than poor people because they're doing more international traveling. So there's that too.
definitely motel, and you know, it's just ridiculous with the housing going on. You know, you go to this city, go to that city. It's really not low income housing. You know, they set up all these shelters, and people go into these shelters, and the staff there, you know, keep it real, they don't do their job. You know, so no one gets into their housing. It takes up to 2 years, like in San Diego at the Alpha Project, just to to get into housing. So, I mean, this has to stop.
Shelter or motel?
I would definitely go to a shelter because the shelters out here are really dangerous. I mean, a motel is cool, but I mean, what can you mostly do? Like, you just have a bed, take a shower, and that's it. They're not really serious about giving out hotel vouchers because they don't really care about what's really going on out here in the streets because they never been through it. So, I mean.
And this is what I call political compassion instead of human compassion. Human compassion is we wouldn't be in this situation if they had gave a damn in the first place and made us in places where we could be in a house. Now, people always say the unhoused people are shelter resistant. They don't want help. I put money on that you walk up to them and bring up a house key and says, you got a choice. You want to be out here or in a house? They're going to take a house. So that lie is like, here is for yourself that people really don't really care about unhoused people. They just want you not to see you here, and they just always want to punch down. The last question I want to ask, and like, because you guys have been really impactful, is that the unhoused, the coronavirus has been spread by housed people, and in particular, most often than not, is police officers, because there are 29 police officers now that have the coronavirus.
They're riding 2 at a time.
But not only that, but here's another factor. How many times that you noticed that those jerks over there used to call the police? Now imagine that cop jumps out because he's got the coronavirus at his district, and he comes and it comes up across you guys. And he might be, it depends on the cop, who's a jerk, will tell you to line up against the wall or grab you or go and try to run your names and patch you down, and inadvertently passes you the coronavirus. So let's be clear. What do you think would be, do you think the police should be the first persons to be contacted for anything at this point?
Well, police is the origins of slave owners, so I would never trust the police for anything. And they came here and arrested me on Ash Wednesday. That's a Catholic holiday, so I can't trust nothing. And 29, that let me know that's the master plan. The Creator got a master plan. That's 11. And who's homeless now? You can't even get it. You can't get in your job no more. Who homeless now? Who the drug addicts now? Them people who making them coronavirus must be the real drug addicts.
Oh no, yeah, they're tripping because they're riding 2 at a time in that car, and they're going from place to place, touching people. They need to have a CDC person riding with each one of them that's fully armed to be able to dispose all the things.
My fault.
They're very close.
In that car. How close is that car?
They sit next to each other.
They need to be 1 at a time, first of all, in the car, yeah.
It's not 6 feet apart.
And that's not 6 feet apart. Unless you put one of them in the trunk, yeah.
And how many times have they been called out on calls? Like,
Yeah, the cops are spreading this shit.
yeah, they are.
They need to stop doing unnecessary pullovers for tax money right now.
Yeah.
Unless you robbed a bank or unless you're holding somebody up for their money.
Okay, so would you rely on the police officers now, after hearing about 29 police officers are infected with coronavirus, to call them and serve
Answer that,
protect?
bro. Answer that. He about to say something.
Due to what I've been through already with the police, I just stay out of the way.
What have you been with the police? You sound like you've had some positive experience with the police. I'm saying that jokingly.
Well, nothing negative that I put myself into it, but I'm just saying, like, I see them for what they are. You do you, I'll do me. If I'm not causing no heartache and strife with nobody, then you just do you and I'll do me. You see me walking, just keep on pedaling. That's it.
Only if it's over like rape or murder. But yeah, they shouldn't be involved with any minor crimes right now at all. I guess that's about it. There's too many laws. That's all.
You know, that's a very good question. I see these police officers rolling around. You know, they're not 6. We already discussed that. It's an issue. They're not even wearing masks. Come on, and you know what? It's just all the way around ridiculous. What are they? What is their motive? What are they trying to achieve? What is the agenda? Whose agenda are they following? They're following the governments. They're following the mayors. They're following all these corrupt people who are dishing out unnecessary orders, going against our rights. Now, I don't think I don't think anything else needs to be discussed.
I definitely wouldn't trust the police either because we never had to trust them in the beginning, and why should we depend on them now? It's just nonsense.
You guys have touched on all of the issues about I know about the coronavirus, and you guys giving very lucid answers, in my opinion. And I want the rest of the viewers that listens to this to understand that there's political compassion and there is human compassion. Right now, political compassion is trying to cram unhoused people in a shelter and using the mantra or the narrative that they always use that people are service resistant. And so as a result of that, people are always using this to justify this anti-unhoused sentiment. That was what they were using today against me. If you really want to help me, then allow me to have my things, put it in my own place. You have me a bathroom where I can take a bath and go to the bathroom and you don't have to see me. And I sure in the hell don't want to see you. This is Theo Henderson from We Are Unhoused, and I thank you all for listening. And may we again meet in the light of understanding. Join us for episode 18, the coronavirus, the countdown, survival of the fittest. If you like our podcast, please subscribe to Patreon. You guys with Lawson? You guys with Lawson?
Yeah, I am. Who you with?
I'm with Witty Unhoused, my podcast, and this is my stuff. I know you heard about the judge's tentative ruling that they can't be touching my bulky items. So I know you heard the court by the Judge Fisher. So these people here, why are they here?
Actually, you got
sanitation is doing. I can only tell you what we're doing.
Okay,
we're out here offering homeless services. Other than that, that's pretty much it.
They gave you some information like that.
Well, yes, but they was mentioning there. They didn't say there. So
no, it's everywhere because this is going to open it up.
Interesting, because they had a notice there, but they didn't have it all the way over there, as well as also the history. Hold on. Let's finish this first. I've been here for 7 years. I've been unhoused, and I know they harass unhoused people. I know for a fact that this police officer walked around this morning with a witness and see my stuff, took pictures, and contacted you. So please don't insult my intelligence. And secondly, I also know that they have targeted unhoused people trying to force them to go to shelters. So here is the problem. You are aware that I do have the right to refuse a shelter because, one, the coronavirus is a very serious issue, and you're packing people close together. And secondly, the police officers are passing this coronavirus. There are 29 police officers that have it, and she does not practice social distancing. So you cannot erase unhoused people way. There's too many people. Now, if you were here to offer a motel and have where bathrooms, showers, and I could put my things, then I'm more than willing to have that discussion. But if you were to talk to me about a shelter here that has the restrictive manners and have anti-unhoused sentiment as staff and employees, then no, I do not want that.
There it is. That's our job. To offer you services. Right. If you deny, that's your choice.
Very well.
Have a great one.
All right, thank you, sir. He just said.
On that note, let me share something with you since I gave you opportunity to talk.
Okay.
I do understand what the homeless situation is about. I was homeless on Skid Row for over 30 years myself.
I understand.
What I'm going to offer, I'm going to offer to help you get in housing if you want to accept that. I'm going to leave you with my card, and if you want to get into housing, I'll break my back to help you get there.
I already have a loss of workers. You guys are not the first loss of workers.
I'm not just a loss of workers.
Okay.
Okay, I do housing. I don't play this shelter stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well,
So
let me
if you want to
see
accept that offer, I'll give you a card. If not,
let me see the card. I'll take the card.
Let me get you a card.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm gonna be 100. You know, I'm a young cat and I'm from the streets too. Hey, him right here, he the plug. Like how you think you talk about you got a lots of work, you can put the phone on to him. I'm telling you some real backdoor.
I do. I'm just putting it.
You ain't been dealing with nobody like that because you ain't met him.
Okay. Well,
No,
I'm just telling you the
honest. With your phone and phone. I'm trying to do some real shit.
Sir, I don't want to keep going the conversation. He's already offered his services.
Listen to me.
I don't want to listen to you because you're coming up. I didn't come up on you. You came up on. Dude, we're doing social distancing. You're coming up on me aggressively. You're coming up on me aggressively, sir. No, I don't.
Do you got monetary stuff to give to
No,
us?
sir.
Like
You're
anything?
coming up now. You made the situation worse.
everything right
They
here
had
is
their
not-
say.
everything
You had your
right
say. Now he's coming up on me aggressively. Thank you.
That's it.
But he can't win.
I ain't in for all of that stuff.
I'm the reason why I'm here to come.
But if you're interested in that house,
I will get in touch with
you don't have to be
you.
homeless.
Okay.
It's too much in the system for you to still be homeless.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Sanitation. We came for this homeless academy for trash. We come here actually some
You're assuming
give
it's
us something.
unsanitary.
Give us something to try. Everything in here, like the newspaper. Give us some stuff to give it to our trash.
It's his property.
All right, but why you right here saying that it ain't no trash, sir? Why you was talking for him?
I'm not talking to
You was. Now you just came and talked to me saying nothing to trash.
I don't know what discussion happened, but
You just told me that this wasn't trash.
He is my legal observer. He's here to make sure that you follow what you're supposed to follow.
I assume.
All right, thank you. Long as you know. But ain't no trash you want to get away?
No, sir. Thank you.
Zero.
Thank you. Good day.
Boy, you see why we're here to try to help and they don't want help? That shit is amazing.
Okay.
Right. We could do that.
So is it possible we can just work it out just right now?
I went waiting you guys to leave because I'm really not comfortable with you guys because you guys kind of messed up the whole ordeal. But we're in the process of moving, and you guys if you guys stay away from us, we'll move.
Step back and whatnot. We're not going to stand here and watch like right here. We can step back and
Well, that would be great. I would appreciate you guys doing that because, this whole situation became a very tense and a very. And we were waiting for you guys to leave so we could move this stuff unfettered.
So, because the thing is, this area is going to be built to shelter later on Friday.
Actually, they're building it now. Actually, they're supposed to be getting it.
That's why we're here, is because they need to block the doorway.
Oh, actually, it's
It's a fire.
I get that, but what I don't get is all of this commotion for all of this. We told you we were going to move it. We just want you guys just to give us our space because.
We'll give you your space and whatnot. Like I said, just reiterating what's going on is that 10 feet away from the doorways, in general the doorways, okay?
Y'all got it.
Make sure it's not blocking, mediating for people.
Hey, no, this is a wide. As you can see, this is a wide space. There's no ADA violations here. As you can see, there's doorways here open as well. So that argument is mute. That's usually used as justifying people to take their things.
Right now, currently, it's blocking the door. I'm just
Right.
reiterating that.
Right. And I'm telling you, we were going to move it, but we were waiting for you guys to leave.
Like I said, 10 feet away, all right? And just, hopefully, like I said, we'll give you your space. Let you guys do your thing and whatnot, all right?
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, 10 feet away doorway, make sure it's not blocking, people access walking through.
Well, we have not done that.
Right? I'm just letting you know. At least move out your belongings out of the doorway, 10 feet away.
Okay.
All right, let's get started on that. Thank you.
Are you filming?
Yes. So now the police have arrived. Here they come. Yeah. Want to use hold on to this?
Yeah.
Ready. Here we have is that the Los Angeles Sanitation has came to me and spoke to me. They called the police, and here the police coming down. And watch the aggressive tone.
How you guys doing?
All right. As you can see, the police officers here with the Los Angeles Sanitation workers to offer the intimidation factor.
No intimidation at all.
Yes, sir. Are close to because they just explained to me. Then they called you guys. You guys pulled up very rapidly while we recorded. So we already feel the sense of a aggressive nature, and we're just trying to. And coronavirus, after 29 officers have it, we don't want to be that close.
And by the way, all of you are very close to each other right now, so you should be a little bit spread apart.
But you guys are not.
You
and
jump
most
over here.
people usually are going to get the coronavirus, unfortunately, by cops because they keep calling.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so he explained to you where you guys have to set your stuff up, right?
We have been already had
Yes,
that conversation.
10 feet away from any door.
called you guys as the hitchman to come
Actually,
and
he called
harass
us
them.
prior to that, sir.
Yeah.
Prior to start speaking to you guys, just in case, we always have to have PD around.
Right, because unhoused people are violent.
It's funny that the PD is always around when you need them, but when the unhoused people need them, the PD are nowhere to be found.
That's true. So, are you guys come to arrest us, or you come
No, I
to
just want to make
arrest?
sure that you guys have that 10 feet from the doorway. That's
We have already been making process on that. So, what's this?
Slightly, we're still working on it right
Yeah.
now. So, it's just, all right, so let's just get the ball rolling.
That's all he's asking.
So you're going to chaperone us while we clean up? Or
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you, appreciate
As
that.
long as you guys do it.
Yeah.
Well, we're doing it, but the problem is the fact that they're always calling you guys to weaponize against us.
Can I tell you something? They only call us when somebody is not.
Again, weaponize
Doing
against
it.
unhoused people. So let me put it to you. I kick in your door, and the roles are reversed. I tell you, you got 10 minutes with a garbage bag to move your stuff. And if you have make any statement of that kind, I call for backup and arrest you or use the other tactics that you do or cite you. Think about that, because that's exactly what unhoused people have to go through all the time. So while you guys don't understand that or think that's really not really true, this is what unhoused people have to go through. Because there was no reason, because we've had this conversation, we talked with LASA, and we had a productive conversation. We had with the director, the gentleman over there with the LASA conversation, and then all of a sudden you guys come over with the same argument. And I told you, we were waiting for you because you guys were crowding around us waiting as if something was going to jump off. Then, unfortunately, whether they called you or not, you guys sped in like, it was like a artillery strike that you was going to come down and rain down all your police authority and power against an unhoused person. In an era of pandemic, this is a pandemic. So I'm sure you guys have more protective things to do than a hassle unhoused person where 29 officers are the ones that are carrying the coronavirus. And I really don't want to be that near you guys anyway, because you may be unsymptomatic, but you can still pass it on, and I can go to an encampment.
So what does he do, sir? So we can get that going. All these things have to be good, right?
Just need to move away from the doorways in general. As long as 10 feet away from the doorways, as simple as that.
So like over here, you okay?
Yeah, definitely, just right here.
Would you sleep on the grass?
No, I ain't saying grass with this cement.
Oh, in cement there?
Yeah. As long as it's
Sorry.
the doorway, that's perfect.
Now, those tables are not my tables. My things are I need.
You set the tables up, you know?
Those are from the city park and recreation.
They're always
If you want
here.
to go and cite them, I would love to see you go in and do the same treatment that you guys do with us.
So you're gonna put your stuff up?
I've been looking my stuff. All right, you guys came.
I think we're good
Can
with
you
that.
Like a
identify
SWAT.
the tables that are specifically the
Not yours.
property of Parks and Rec right now?
Well, that's all of these are the tables that came from the community here. That table is the table there.
These 3 tables aren't your property?
No, they're not.
How about the stuff on top of it?
The stuff is on top of it, yes.
Okay.
Now, if there's anything else, are you guys come to arrest us?
Of course not.
Okay.
You're not.
Well, but again, you guys, you weaponize the police again. So can I finish what I was doing before these came in, with the lights all coming on like that?
Can we ask you a favor?
Can we just get started? So, because we keep talking, and I just want to get done. Can I just hurry and get this done?
With the things that are on top of the table,
can we just move it? Can we just comply and move it? Now I'm asking, can we comply and just move it?
We're in the process of complying, but you're holding it up.
You're holding us up. Can we comply?
Yes.
Can we comply now? Can I move my stuff, please?
Specifically, the things on top of the table. If you can take it off, so
before they were talking about complying.
So
now I'm asking, I want to comply because we keep dragging this on. I don't have time for this. Can we comply?
Yeah. All right, sir. So just go ahead, just do your thing. Move your belongings out. Anything that is park and recs, just leave it behind.
Thank you.
Identify that it's park and recs, leave it behind. Like I said, do your stuff, use your belongings. 10 feet away from the doorway. You can move it right here. You can move it elsewhere.
Over here as well. That's 10 feet as well. And this is 10 feet as well. It doesn't have to be in the same direction.
Okay.
As long as it's ADA compliant. Can we just comply?
Yes. And
can we just comply?
In addition, just explain again.
Now I'm asking because I want to get this over.
Yeah, definitely. Theo, definitely do that.
Okay, thank you.
I gotta do some measurement. Make sure.
But you're not allowing us to right now.
I just comply.
Go for it. I'm just explaining everything.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I think the thing is, if you all step away, we can finish doing that. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Can we comply? Can we comply? No. Actually, they're waiting for a conversation. Man, let's be clear. I have been swept several times here in this park, and each time there has been loss of workers here, there has been police officers here, there has been park rangers here. And then for the same conversation that keeps saying that they have help, I am already in the system. I am already on a housing list. So this really annoys me when I hear these people making it sound like what he said, that I don't want help. I'm like, well, how much more help do you need to get? How many more loss of workers do I have to go through to keep getting the supposedly help that's supposed to be out here? 60,000 unhoused people are here in Los Angeles, California. They go through the same thing that I go through. They came over here because this senior lead officer this morning whispered under her breath that she was going to get my stuff removed. And I informed them of the new tentative ruling by the judge that said that you guys cannot go and confiscate and take my bulky items without my permission. And once I tried to explain that, then I got two different responses. One guy, he basically cut the conversation short. Another guy offered the same services that other people have been, to give me a card, and just basically said the same thing, that they'll put me on some list that I'm already on, which they're probably going to find out and jerk me on again. Oh, well, you're already on the list. And most importantly, then you had one that was very combative. He evaded my social distancing space, and he's trying to make it my fault.
Yeah, mine as well.
Yeah. As if he was about to fight, being very aggressive. I'm like, is this the service that the city provides? Is this the kind of help that I'm supposed to want to take? You wonder why unhoused people refuse shelters and refuse dealing with these kind of people? Yes, this is why. Oh, yeah.